The Survivor of Sexual Violence Advocacy Group in Israel is an organization of sexual violence survivors. We are dealing with our government and our authorities, making policy changing, encourage people to be more aware about sexual violence survivors and raise our voice to make change in this area.
Do you only focus on victims from Israel, or you look at both sides?
Well, we are an Israeli organization, so we are helping the victims and the survivors, the Israeli victims and survivors, and also people from foreign countries that was in Israel during the attack and suffer from the attack and being assaulted and being raped and being tortured by the terrorists. I want to be very clear that we know also about men who were victims of sexual violence during that attack, but women were the majority. And also, you know, as a sexual survivor, of sexual assault survivor myself, it's very triggering hearing about all the things that happened during the attack, all the sexual violence. So even if you wasn't attacked during the assault itself, it's very triggering for you to hear about it and to experience that in second base. So women are affected with that, even if they wasn't assaulted by the attack itself, even while they was assaulted in the past, women are more vulnerable to that.
On the other side, we have Hamas denying these allegations.
Well, they can deny that as much as they want. We have concrete evidence we saw the bodies that are being naked. And for the first responsive, what they saw, and we also have some survivors of this sexual assault. So I obviously believe them, and I believe the concrete evidence that we have that this sexual assault happened.
Sides are aggrieved and are affected. How can the international community address this issue genuinely for both sides not to go through this trauma?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have much knowledge about what happened in the other side. I do have knowledge about the attacks happened to Israeli and civilians, Israeli women and men. And I think that the first thing that the international community need to do is to believe the victims, to believe the survivors, to believe people that said that it's happened, because right now, in the first time in history, people don't believe, and people are saying that it's not happened in armed conflict, and there is no reason for that. People need to believe the victim.
To the international community?
Believe the victims, believe the Israeli victims, believe the Israeli survivors when they're saying that we were raped, we was assaulted. Believe them and raise your voice against it.